and a block dealing. Next. Good afternoon, everybody. In last class, we discussed limits and continuity 4 marks question. So today I am going to explain differentiation 4 marks question. The chapter is differentiation. In this first 4 marks question, that is first principle method. It is a definite question. Without using the formula, there is a procedure for using first principle. So that first principle we have to do. So the formula is f of x will be given. F dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by h. The question will be asked like this. Find the derivative by using the first principle or find the derivative by using the definition. So whatever the word definition or first principle, both uses the same formula. F dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. With the help of this, we have to solve the question. First question. Find the derivative. Question will be asked like this. Find the derivative of sin 2x by using first principle. By using first principle. With the help of this, we have to do this. Just go through the formula and find out. Solution goes like this. First, given function consider as f of x. Let f of x is equals to sin 2x. I'll leave a little gap and apply the formula by the first principle. By the first principle. The formula is f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So if you observe, f of x value is given as the question and we need to find out f of x plus h. In the gap, find out f of x plus h. Means x is replaced by x plus 1. Sin 2 as it is, instead of x, we have to take x plus h. This part, if you observe, it is easy to substitute the remaining part. Sin multiply 2x plus 2h. Now substitute the value. Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h, sin 2x plus 2h minus f of x. F of x is sin 2x by h. Now, apply the formula. Which formula we have to apply? Transformation formula, sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d formula, 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So, apply this formula to the above step. So, it is equals to limit as it is, limit h tends to 0, sin 2x plus h minus sin 2x formula, 2 into cos c plus d. C plus D. So it is 2x plus 2h plus D is 2x by 2 into sine C minus D. C is 2x plus 2h minus D is 2x by 2 and whole divided by we have h. Limit h tends to 0 to as it is cos 2x plus 2x 4x plus 2h by 2 into sine, here 2x and 2x getting cancelled, 2h by 2 whole by h. Here 2 and 2 cancel, write 2 outside, limit h tends to 0, cos, take 2 common in the numerator, 2x plus h by 2 and write limit separately because there are two trigonometric terms, limit h tends to 0. Sine h is there, write this denominator h to sine because it is the fundamental formula, limit x tends to 0, sine x by x is 1. So in the same way, limit h tends to 0, sine h by h is 1. Here again 2 and 2 getting cancelled. Substitute the limit, wherever h is there, put 0. 2 cos 2x plus 0 and its value, limit h tends to 0, sine h by h is 1. So 2 sine cos of 2x. This is of f dash x. Verification also you can check. If f of x is equal to sine 2x, what is derivative of sine 2x? Cos 2x into 2. So like this you have to verify after getting the answer by using the first principle. So like how you have to do. Next question. Same type, we have one more. Second one, cos ax. The first one we did as sine 2x. The second one is cos ax. Same procedure. Solution. Let f of x is equals to cos ax. As we know the procedure, immediately find out f of x plus h is equals to cos a into x plus h is equals to cos ax plus ah. Now, apply the formula. Here he is asking first principle. So, by the first principle, f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Substitute both the value, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h is cos ax plus ah minus f of x is cos ax by h. Observe this. It is in the form of cos c minus cos d. So apply cos c minus cos d. So formula minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2. So if you don't want to write minus before, you can write sine d minus c by 2 also. Now simplify. Is equals to limit h tends to 0, cos c minus cos d minus 2 sine c means ax plus ah plus d means ax by 2 into sine c minus d, again same, ax plus ah minus ax by 2 whole divided by h. Now, write minus 2 outside the limit. Limit h tends to 0, sine ax plus ax, 2ax plus ah by 2 into here ax cancel, sin ah by 2. Write the denominator h to the second term and separate limit also. Limit h tends to 0. Now substitute minus 2 into sin 2ax plus a into h value is 0 by 2 into limit h tends to 0 sin ah by 2 by h value is a by 2. How it is a by 2? We have a standard formula again. So the formula is limit x tends to 0 sin ax by x is equals to a. Ax by x is equals to a. So by applying this formula here, we are getting a by 2. Now simplify. Outside 2 and this 2 is cancelled. Minus a into sin 2ax by 2. Again cancel 2 and 2. Therefore, f dash x is equals to minus a sin a. If you cross check, f of x is equal to cos ax. Derivative of cos ax is minus sin ax into a. Derivative of cos is minus sin ax into ax derivative is a. So like how you have to check the answer. Go through the question. Simple question. If you understand the formula, just substitute and whatever the transformation formulas are there, expand with respect to that formula and separate the limit, substitute the limit value, we'll be getting the answer at the end. If sin and cos are there, the procedure is like this. There is one more question. Suppose if it is in terms of square or in terms of tan theta and cot theta, then how the procedure goes? Third one. F of x is equals to cos square x. F of x is equals to cos square x. Same process. Immediately f of x plus h. Cos square only in the place of x, write x plus h. Now apply the formula by the first principle. Formula is f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h is cos square x plus h minus f of x is cos square x by h. Now which formula we have to apply here? Cos square a, square है तो a and b. Cos square a minus cos square b is equal to sin a plus b into sin a minus b is equals to, formula is what? Sin a plus b into sin a minus b. You can take minus sign also. Minus sin a plus b into sin a minus b. Or if you don't want to sign here, sin a plus b into sin b minus a also we can take. Any of the way you can write the question. If not, you can ignore this also. Now substitute limit h tends to 0. Cos square x plus h minus cos square x can be written as in terms of sin x plus h plus x into sin x plus h minus x. So both positive mean here definitely you have to take minus sign. So better remember cos square A minus cos square B is equals to minus sin A plus B into sin A minus B by H as it is. So limit H tends to 0, sin X plus X is 2X plus H. Limit separate, H tends to 0, X sin minus X getting cancelled. Sin H, write denominator H to it. So this minus as it is, write minus outside. Substitute the limit, sin. Wherever H is there, put 0. Into limit H tends to 0, sin H by H is 1. Therefore, f dash x is equals to minus sin 2x. Cross check cos square x derivative, cos square x, treat it as x square. So 2 cos x into cos x derivative is minus sin x. So you will be getting like this if you do cos square x derivative. Y is equal to cos square x. What is y dash? 2 cos x into d by dx of cos x we will write. So 2 cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So minus as it is, 2 sin A cos A is sin 2A. So here also the same f dash x is equals to minus sin 2x. Like how you have to simplify. Main here, the applying formulas are important. So if you want, I can give you all formulas aside. So I will give the formulas now. First, sin C plus sin D. Sin C plus sin D. 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Second, sin C minus sin D is equals to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Next, third, cos C minus cos D, or first take cos C plus cos D is equals to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Next, cos C minus cos D is equals to minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Or you can write this 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin D minus C by 2 also you can write. One last. Here we applied this formula now. Cos square A minus cos square B minus sin A plus B into sin A minus B. Or if you don't want to write minus, sin B plus A into sin B minus A. So like how the formulas we have to apply in first principle if required. Sin and cos we did. Now, suppose if you have tan theta, then how the first principle will work out? F of x is equal to tan 2x. F of x is equal to tan 2x. The first few steps, the procedure is same. F of x plus x can be written as tan of 2 into, in the place of x, write x plus h. So open the bracket, tan 2x plus 2h. Now apply the formula, we have to do by the principle, the first principle. Formula f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So substitute limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h, that is tan of 2x plus h minus f of x means tan 2x by h. Like previous questions, it is in the form of tan of something minus tan of something. We don't have tan C minus tan D, and we don't have tan A minus tan B also. So better what to do? Convert them into sine and cos. We know tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. So limit h tends to 0, tan of 2x plus 2h is sine 2x plus 2h by cos 2x plus 2h minus tan 2x is sine 2x by cos 2x whole divided by what? H. Now, limit h tends to 0, LCM cos of 2x plus 2h into cos 2x into this h as it is, this common h. Now what do you get? Cross multiply sine of 2x plus 2h into cos 2x minus cos of 2x plus 2h into sine 2x. Anybody, any formula here? How to simplify numerator? It is in the form of sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Can be written as sin A minus B. So by applying sin A minus B formula, the above step simplified. Limit h tends to 0. Sin A minus B we can write numerator. So that is 2x plus 2h minus 2x. By denominator as it is cos 2x plus 2h into cos 2x into h. Here 2x cancel. There are three trigonometric terms. Like write limit separately. Sin 2h, only h is there, right? By h you write into limit h tends to 0, 1 by cos 2x plus 2h into cos 2x, because the last term we don't need limit because there is no h term. Now substitute the limit. Limit h tends to 0, it is in the form of sin ax by x is a. So in the same way, limit h tends to 0, sin 2h by h is 2 into 1 by, wherever h is there put 0, cos 2x plus 0 into cos 2x. So 2 by cos 2x into cos 2x. So 2 by cos into cos square 2x. One more step. Therefore, f dash x is equals to 2 into 1 by cos, we can write secant square 2x. So directly if you check, derivative of tan 2x is, derivative of tan theta is secant square theta. So tan 2x derivative, secant square 2x into internal derivative of 2x is 2. So like how you can cross check the question. Move to the next question. If you have in terms of cot, then how the first principle works out? F of x is equal to cot x So come on, proceed the same. F of x is equal to cot x. So immediately find out f of x plus h is equal to cot of x plus h. Apply the formula by the first principle. By the first principle, f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So substitute limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h means cot of x plus h minus f of x is cot x by h. Here again we don't have cot C minus cot D formula. Convert cot in terms of sin and cos. We know cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Apply that formula here. Limit h tends to 0. So cot x plus h is cos x plus h by sin x plus h minus cos x by sin x whole by h. Same like before question, take LCM. LCM is sin of x plus h into sin x. So here what do we get? Cos of x plus h into sin x minus cos x into sin of x plus h. And this by denominator h, write it into h. Again formula, in two ways you can think. Cos A sin B minus sin A cos B, or by keeping first term as sin. So again you can write sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is equals to sin A minus B is equals to sin A minus B. So apply the same formula. Limit h tends to 0. Sin A minus B, here A is x and B is x plus h. A minus B, so minus of x plus h. Sin A minus B by denominator sin of x plus h into sin x into h. So limit h tends to 0, here x and x cancel. Sin of minus h by sin x plus h into sin x into h. Apply sin of minus theta minus sin theta. So minus sin h. Write this denominator h here into remaining terms, like limit separately. 1 by sin of x plus h into sin x. So first term value, limit h tends to 0, sin h by h is 1. So minus remains as it is, into 1 by wherever h is there, put 0. Sin x plus h means 0 into sin x as it is. So minus 1 by sin x into sin x. So is equals to minus 1 by sin square x. 1 by sin we know it is cosecant square x. 1 by sin square x is cosecant square x. If you discussed with the formula directly, if f of x is equals to cot x, derivative of cot theta is what? Minus cosecant square theta. So here also we are getting minus cosecant square x. So like how if trigonometric terms are there, if sine and cos are given, apply sin C plus sin D or sin C minus sin D or cos C plus cos D or cos C minus cos D. If it is for tan theta or cot theta, first convert them into sin and cos, apply sin A plus B formula or sin A minus B formula, whichever applicable to that step. With respect to that, we have to go for that. Tan cot over, one more is there, secant. If you have secant 3x, then how the first principle goes? F of x is equals to secant 3x. F of x is equals to secant 3x. So same f of x plus h is equals to secant of 3 into x plus h. Now apply by the first principle. By the first principle, f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So substitute limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h is secant of 3x plus 3h. 3x plus 3h minus secant 3x by h. We don't have secant C minus secant D. Convert secant is 1 by cos. Limit h tends to 0. Secant can be written as 1 by cos of 3x plus 3h minus secant 3x is 1 by cos 3x whole divided by h. Now LCM. LCM is cos 3x plus 3h into cos 3x. So here numerator cos 3x and this side cos of 3x plus 3h into h. Now apply formula cos C minus cos D. Again you have to apply the formula cos C minus cos D. Cos C minus cos D formula minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Apply that to this step is equals to limit h tends to 0 minus 2 sin C plus D by 2. C is 3x and D is 3x plus 3h by 2 into sin C minus D 3x minus of 3x plus 3h by 2 by denominator cos of 3x plus 3h into cos 3x into h. Write minus 2 outside. Limit h tends to 0. Sin 3x plus 3x, 6x plus 3h by 2 into 3x cancel. Sin of minus 3h by 2 by cos of 3x plus 3h into cos 3x into h. There are many trigonometric terms. Write limit separately. Minus 2, limit h tends to 0, sin 6x plus 3h by 2. When along with sin, the combination of x and h is there, no need of writing the denominator. If we have only h term along with sin, then write denominator to it. So limit h tends to 0. Sin of minus 3h by 2 is minus sin 3h by 2. Here it is only h term is there. So by h you take by limit h tends to 0. cos of 3x plus 3h into cos 3h. Now substitute wherever h is there 0, minus 2 sine 6x plus 3 into 0 by 2. Here this value is minus 3 by 2 by cos of 3x plus 3 into 0 into cos 3x. 2 and 2 getting cancelled. A minus into minus it is plus. So writing here. Minus into minus it is plus. Only 3 will be there. Sine 6x by 2. 6x by 2 by denominator cos 3x into cos 3x. So 1 the 2 3 the. So 3 into sin 3x by cos 3x is tan 3x into 1 by cos is secant 3x. So this is of f dash x. We know secant theta derivative is secant theta tan theta. So here it is in the form of secant 3x. Secant 3x derivative, secant 3x into tan 3x and 3x internal derivative is 3. So it is 3 tan 3x sin secant 3x. The total answer, overall answer it is. So like how you have to solve if trigonometric. Next question. If you have algebraic terms, then how to find out the first principle? Suppose if question is f of x is equals to x cube. Generally derivative of x cube is 3x square. Within a step we will be getting. But if he asks solve this f of x is equal to x cube by using the first principle. So we have to follow the procedure. This is given f of x is equals to x cube. So immediately we have to find out f of x plus h is x plus h whole cube. We know a plus b whole cube formula. So apply a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube formula is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Apply this formula to the step. So that is x cube plus h cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square. This is of value f of x plus h. Now apply first principle. By the first principle. So f dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h value x cube plus h cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square minus f of x is what? X cube. by h. Here x cube cancel. So here left out limit h tends to 0, h cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square by h. So generally whatever thing, directly after simplification, we will substitute wherever h is there 0. If we substitute h is equals to 0, we will be getting 0 by 0 form. So it is indeterminate form. Limit, we are not supposed to get that. Try to simplify. So what is the simplified step? In numerator, every term is multiple of h. Take h common. If you take h common, h square plus 3x square plus 3x h by h. H cancel. So limit h tends to 0. The left out part h square plus 3x square plus 3x h. Now wherever h is there, substitute 0. 0 square plus 3x square plus 3x into 0. So finally we are getting what? X square. This is of value f dash x. Cross check. F of x is equal to x cube. X cube derivative, f dash x is 3x square. So like how we have to cross check the question by using the direct formula. So if you have algebraic question, directly we can do that. Suppose if you have in terms of square root, we learn how to find out trigonometric question and we learn how for algebraic question. Then if you have a root term, then how the first principle works. So one last question of this method. If the question is f of x is equals to under root of x plus 1. Find derivative by first principle. Generally root x plus 1 derivative is 1 by 2 root of x plus 1. So that we have to get by using the formula. Immediately find out f of x plus h is equals to under root of instead of x plus h plus 1 as it is. Now by the definition or first principle, by the definition, what is the definition? F dash x is equals to limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by h. Substitute limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h under root of x plus h plus 1 minus f of x is under root of x plus 1 by h. Now rationalizing. Next what? Rationalizing numerator. So limit h tends to 0 under root of x plus h plus 1 plus under root of x plus 1. What is the rationalizing term? Opposite sign we have to multiply and divide. That is x plus h plus 1 minus under root of x plus 1 multiplied in the same way divide. X plus h plus 1 minus under root of x plus 1. So this by h as it is. Now apply the formula. Numerator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So we will be getting limit h tends to 0, a square root of x plus h plus 1 whole square. So root and square get cancelled. Put the bracket like this. Minus b square under root of x plus 1 whole square is x plus 1 only by h into under root of x plus h plus 1 minus under root of x plus 1. In the question it is minus given. So this will be minus and rationalizing terms will be plus. Here x cancel and 1 cancel. So left out term limit h tends to 0, h by h into under root of x plus h plus 1 plus under root of x plus 1. Again h cancel. Now substitute wherever h is there 0. Under root of x plus 0 plus 1 plus under root of x plus 1. So left out term root x plus 1 plus root x plus 1. So this is 1 by 2 root of x plus 1. This is nothing but what? F dash of x. So these are the questions which we discussed in today's class. The first principle of differential equation or differentiation. There are 2 4-mark questions and 1 7-mark question and 2 2-mark questions will be there. In today's class, I covered 1 4-mark question, which is definite question by using the definition or first principle formula. In the next class, I'm going to explain differentiation long question. So how we have to solve the LAQ. That in the next class we will do. Thank you.